A lot of us are really living our lives based on what other people think about us. Let that sink in. Like, that is insane to me. That's crazy. Because I used to feel the same way. I used to be the same way. I used to care about what the next person thought, what they thought, what my family thought, what the people around me, my friends thought. But that is such a slave mentality. It truly is. Because you're limiting yourself on all the things that we capable of doing. The people I look up to, whoever it is, the top 1% in whatever field they're in, do you think they got there by caring what the people around them and their environment thought about them? No. They literally would probably look insane when they told people what they're about to do and their goals, right? They looked insane. So delusional, right? The Lulu, yes. All of them, no matter what field it is, to the Michael Jordans, to the Steve Jobs, to whatever, the Virgils, the Kanyes. These people, right? They truly were so delusional. The goals they set, nobody probably believed in them. That's just facts. We can't allow our environment and the people around us to determine what we can do. Because if we do, then we're never going to get anywhere. Because you're caring like, damn, if I do this, what are they going to think? What are they going to think? Who cares? And this is something I struggle with for a long time, right? I naturally am someone who cares a lot about people, right? About just how they feeling, their opinions on the things, right? Not trying to ruffle the feathers with people because I'm always just trying to be cool with folks, right? But the quote that really changed my perspective was, if you're a friend to everyone, you're an enemy to yourself. That shit hit. Because I was like, damn, I've been an enemy to myself this whole time. Because when we care about what the next person thinks, how XYZ gonna see me, how QRX gonna see me, you're just moving in a slave mentality. And we have to kill that. We have to. We ain't no slaves. I mean, if you a slave, continue to do what you got to do. I say the people who are fulfilling and having that fulfillment lifestyle, or just having that joyful life that they want to do, who are truly just expressing themselves to the fullest in any aspect of their life, they don't care, right? They don't care. Because I know a lot of us struggle with this. I say that because I struggled with this for the longest. People, friends over here, friends over there. You're going to realize that you can't fulfill everybody's emotions. You can't make everybody happy. That shit is so draining, trying to fulfill this person, not make sure that this person, that person, this person, that person, that person is all good. That got nothing to do with me. And I'm not saying that in a heartless, careless manner, you know, because I truly do love everybody I interact with, you know, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? You could say I was a people pleaser, and that's, you know, as an empath or as someone, you know, I just thought I was being cool and nice, you know. I just thought that was the natural thing to do, is to be nice, you know, to the people around me, have that loving. And it's cool, we can always have that love. I'm not saying be hateful and be like, yo, F you, F you, F you, F. No, I'm just saying you have to put yourself, your desires, your dreams, that highest version who you see yourself as, you got to put them first. They are the number one priority. You know why? Because you came in this life with who? You. And guess who you're going to leave this life with? You. I'll be damned if I'm still caring about what XYZ from elementary is thinking about me, or what XYZ from middle school is thinking about me, what XYZ from high school is thinking about me, or XYZ from college, or XYZ from my job, or whatever. All these limitations and people around, like, it truly does not matter. Guess what people are always going to do regardless? Regardless of what you do, what you think people always do? They're always gonna talk. That's just the human nature of the society we live in now on this social media aspect, keeping up with the Jones. Yo, what they doing? But we not focusing on ourselves. And that's the main issue of why we got so much hate and like envy and jealousy and all these low vibrational things within the world right now. Let's say you're doing nothing with your life, right? Guess what? The folks around you, they're gonna talk shit and be like, yo, this bum ass nigga ain't doing shit, right? But guess what? If you're fulfilling your dreams, you're living the best life, you're just happy, you're doing what you want to do to the fullest, you're accomplishing this, you're accomplishing that, guess what? There's also going to be people still saying, bruh, this motherfucker think they could do this, they could do that, they could do X, Y, Z. Would you rather have people talking about you for not doing shit? Or would you rather have people talking about you for doing shit? The shit that you want to do. I'm going with this shit every single time now. How people perceive you, how people feel about you. Look, you just put yourself out to the fullest, your most authentic self, and the people who truly mess with you will be there. The people who truly love you, they'll tell you. The people who are inspired by you, they'll tell you. And a lot of people won't tell you. It is what it is, you know? Because at the end of the day, it's just a reflection. It's a mirror, right? It's like the people in your environment, wherever you are right now. They know you as this, right? As pretty much like a program. They know you as this person who's always been like this, who acts like this, who talks like this, who dresses like this, who eats like this. So the moment you stop eating like this, dressing like this, talking like this, it's like a bing, whoa, who does he think he is in a way, you know? But then on the other hand, there's people who get inspired by that and be like, wow, they truly are living in their fullest potential, fullest vibration, you know? And that's the people I want to keep around me, because they'll come, and they'll stay within your life. But the people who is just on that low energy, low vibration, they'll naturally just... Whenever we're trying to fulfill our highest potential, you have to live past your current reality. We got to remember that everything starts within. So, yes, you might change the things within you already, but the outside hasn't matched yet, right? It might be that weird time period, that weird space where you're like, dang, I want to be the fittest person, right? But it takes time for reality to catch up, because reality is just a delay. Yes, you can manifest like this, but there sometimes will be a delay for the things to fully come in full effect for you. Let me ask you this. Do you still care about what the people who you went to preschool with? The majority of y'all are going to say no. Y'all probably don't even remember who you went to preschool with. You might know one person, you know, who you grew up with. Y'all was tight like this, and y'all happen to just follow the same path from elementary to middle to high school to wherever endeavors you're at now, right? But for majority of us, you don't even know and you don't care. When we were children, when we were kids, right? And I say this because I got a younger sibling, right? She just does whatever she wants to do creatively. And that really sparks that within me. Whenever I see her just creating, learning this, trying this, you know, she might fail and mess up. But then it's like, she takes that, improves it, comes back and shows me like, look what I did. And I'll be like, damn, this little nigga is fire, real life. The older we get, limitations come on us, you know? People say, yo, you can't do this, you can't do that. And then we just start to believe everything. We have to let our inner child shine. That's the only way. You didn't care what your inner child was like. When you were a kid, you just did everything. You didn't care about what Timmy said or Bob or Billy or Samantha. You didn't care about that. But the older you get, you start to care. Damn, what will my parents think about me? What will my friends think about me? What will my neighbor next door think about me? But we got to just cancel it out. We have to. It's time to let your inner child shine every day to the fullest. I feel like a lot of us have been neglecting that inner child, because everyone who's doing what they want to do, who's living that, that lifestyle or just creating to the fullest, that's coming from the inner child. There's certain things that you did as a child that you're like, yo, when I grow up, I'm gonna do this, or you always just did so freely without any type of limitations or any type of thought about what other people would think. Whether you're an artist, you hoop, whatever it is, you did it to the fullest and you had fun doing it. But now, we afraid to look stupid. We afraid to fail. What is failure? Like what Kobe said, it's only failure if you quit. Let's say I fail on Monday. Okay, cool. I try the next day. I quote unquote don't do it again on Tuesday. I fail. Okay, I try on Wednesday. I fail. But then Thursday come along and I finally get that shot right. Am I a failure? Or did it just take some time for me to fully get the process to where I needed to be? See, if I were to quit on Wednesday, yep, I'm done. I'm a failure. It is what it is. I go to my grave knowing, damn, I didn't do it. Right? Also, the moment you realize that nobody is really thinking about you the way you think about you, you become free. Everyone got their own issues. Everyone has their own problems. Everybody's trying to do their own things to really be focusing on you every single day, at every second, knowing your every move. And if they are, that's some weird ass shit. Just saying. It's always going to be someone who loves what you're doing or who hates what you're doing. It's that simple. A good example, I'm going to just say athletes-wise, right? LeBron James, I'm just going to use him as an example. We could say he's been one of the top players in the NBA for years, right? But if I were to ask people, random person on the street, what's your opinion on LeBron? Oh, I hate LeBron. He's such a da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Cool. I go across the street, ask another person, what you think about LeBron? Yo, LeBron is the best, man. What? He's been doing this shit for 20 plus years in the league, killing it. He's number one in XYZ. You see? Same question, two different opinions. Who's right? Who's wrong? You think? Damn.